Mr. Heavyweight Boxing Today.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Chris, the Nightmare Ariola, and you're watching Mr. Boxing Today on YouTube.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man, so first of all, excuse if you guys hear a whole bunch of shit rattling in the background. I'm in my work truck, so you might hear some ladders and shit clanking around. But anyways, man, you know, I did a video yesterday talking about the whole Wilder, Dillian Whyte situation. Don't really want to go over that again. I already gave my opinion about it, about what I think Wilder should do. So let's move on from that for a second, and let's talk about holding all these guys to the same standards. Now, I left a comment on the video I did yesterday where I'm showing my mug, talking about, you know, I left comments to a lot of you guys talking about holding these guys to the same standard, guys that are in the top 15. When I say top 15, I don't mean, you know, let's disregard the title holders, Wilder, Parker, and Joshua, and, you know, top 15 contenders. No, I'm talking about just if you had to rate the top 15 heavyweights. If you have Joshua #1 and Parker #2 or Wilder whatever, just the top 15 heavyweights, titles or not. I think all these guys should be held to the same standard, and here's why. Now, I've always said this, but, you know, I'm picking up a lot of new subscribers daily, and I appreciate that. So for some of you new subscribers, I actually had my first channel in 2010. It was called Mr. Boxing Today. All right, now this one is called Mr. Boxing Today 2. It's been up for about 2 years, and I've probably been taking it serious for the last year and a half, about a little over a year. Okay, so I'm saying that to say this: hold all these dudes to the same standards, because nowadays what I'm noticing, man, is one fighter that calls people out or that wants to fight with people, some fans value his call out more than others. Now, some fighters call people out and they get the fights made, or some fighters call people out and the guys they calling out were try to overprice themselves, or so on and so forth. That's cool. That's cool. I understand. But I've also seen some fighters call somebody out, and the same thing can happen to both fighters, but for some reason, the fighter that some of you guys like more, his call out means more than the other guy that went through the same thing when he was calling people out. So I think that if you're a top 15 type of guy and you call out a title holder or somebody else that's in the top 15, I don't think you should be able to just ride that wave of, hey, I already called out fighter A and he didn't accept, so I'm gonna just go fight a journeyman. No. I think, now I know money talks in a lot of these situations, but I think once you call out a top type of guy, if you can't get that guy, try the next guy, then the next guy, then the next. That's how it should be. It shouldn't be, hey man, I called out a title holder, he didn't want it, so I'm just gonna fight a journeyman now. Nah, man, that's bullshit. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying by holding these guys all to the same standard. I expect you, the guy that called the guy out, if you can't get a fight, people are scared to death of you, or people are, you know, trying to overprice themselves. Cool, man. Just keep calling out the top guys and get a fight made. Not just calling out, but let's actually get fights made. You know, and if you have the type of promoter that's showing one fighter the money because he has a title, well, then he should be showing other fighters the money that don't have titles, that are top contenders, so you can get them in the ring so you can better your resume. Because to me, bettering your resume isn't just, hey, I called this guy out, he wouldn't accept. That's not enough, man. That's just not enough for me as a fan. All right, we're not about to play it, man. We have way too many fucking undefeated heavyweights walking around, way too many heavyweights to have one loss. Man, look, there's so many guys that have either no losses or one loss. They're walking around saying that this guy don't want to fight me, that guy don't want to fight me. Somebody got to want to fight fucking somebody, man. All right, now let's stop the bullshit here, man. All these dudes, same standards. Shout out to my man D-Style Boxing, because he says this a lot in his videos. No buts. I don't want to hear no buts. Oh, but, you know, Dillian Whyte doesn't have a title. Andrew Ruiz Jr. doesn't have a title, so he shouldn't be held to the same standard. And I'm just using those guys as examples. Nah, no buts. No buts. If you're a top guy calling out title holders and you can't get those fights, then you need to find other top contenders to fight. And your promoter should show those guys the respect and show those guys the money also. Because now I'm seeing dudes that I think in no way in hell should get a title shot before Luis Ortiz, calling guys, you know, calling title holders out. And I'm thinking, shit, well, You should have to fight Luis Ortiz or something, because Ortiz needs a title shot before a lot of these dudes need one. Oh, well, Mr. Boxing, you know, well, their promoters have the money. Okay, well, then their promoter needs to, you know, show that same type of money to Luis Ortiz. You know what I mean? Nah, man, let's start holding all these dudes to the same stand. I don't give a fuck what country you're from, who's your promoter, how tall you are, how short you are. I don't care about none of that, man. I don't care about none of that. And I'm getting tired of these dudes calling out one fighter because it looks good. I mean, the shit looks great, right? On Boxing Scene, when we're reading the articles or listening to the interviews, and everything sounds great, right? This guy's ducking them. And then that same fucking guy won't make a fight with somebody that's formidable and it's 50-50 to beat him in his next fight. He'll go fight a journeyman because nobody wanted to fight me. Nah, man, that shit ain't working with me as a fan. I'm out.